This again from Browns Wire. So ranking the Browns position groups from strongest to weakest. So strongest position group on the Browns this year, they say the offensive line. It is among one of the strongest in the NFL. Number 2, defensive ends. And they did bolster that quite a bit in free agency. Number 3, cornerbacks. And you think Denzel Ward, Greg Newsome, along with Martin Emerson. Number 4, quarterbacks. Number 5, wide receivers. And again, you add Elijah Moore, Goodwin, to Amari Cooper, along with Donovan Peoples-Jones. So, Quincy, those are the top 5. Offensive line, defensive ends, cornerbacks, quarterbacks, wide receivers. I get those. I get those all. I think the defensive end one has been upgraded significantly with Smith and Okoronkwo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And this is one of those things where it's like, hey, don't be too fret because something's at the bottom of the list if the list is really good, right? And that's what the Browns roster is. It's a very good list, right? The offensive line, you can put them at number 1. That can make sense. Defensive end, you can put them at 2. Cornerback, the fact that you have a quarterback room with Deshaun Watson and you're only putting that at 4, it tells you the strength around him when you believe that Deshaun Watson can be a top 5 quarterback. Not necessarily that he is right now, but he could be a top 5 quarterback, which not many teams feel like their guy has the potential to do that. So, yeah, this is a very strong room. These are very strong position groups. I mean, that cornerback room is slept on. They got 3 really good outside corners. The defensive ends, Myles Garrett, Zadarius Smith, Okoronkwo, and then you also have, the wild cards of Alex Wright in his second year. Maybe he makes a leap. He was a 3rd-round pick last year. Isaiah McGuire, maybe he's ready to go earlier than we think here. Like, this is a pretty good team.
All right, so we're going to go the bottom 5 of them. So the 6th-ranked position group, the tight ends. You got Njoku, and they brought in Akins, and you got Harrison Bryant. Running backs, Nick Chubb. I know you don't have a lot proven behind him, but 7th, they're going running backs. Safeties are 8th. You got Delpit, Juan Thornhill, and McLeod. Pretty good room there. And then the defensive tackles, you did bring in Tomlinson. You drafted Ika, but I get that. And number 10, linebackers. Now, you got Anthony Walker and JOK. But I get it. If you were thinking of positions that you would like to upgrade, I guess linebacker and defensive tackles would be the 2 that would jump out.
Yeah, putting running back below tight end and wide receiver seems a little bit off to me. Like, yeah, I know. Oh, they only got Nick Chubb. Oh, what we gonna do? What we gonna? Oh, we gonna run Nick Chubb? Oh my goodness, Miss Brown's running attack is cooked. We have no other option than to run the best running back in football. I think who was Jim Brown backup? Do it matter? Like, doesn't matter who his backup was? Hey, who was Adrian Peterson's backup? I don't know. Like, you don't know? Nobody knows. Didn't matter. AP there, So I understand that you're ranking the room, but you can't. These ain't all equals, man. One Nick Chubb is worth like what? A whole David Njoku plus a Jordan Atkins plus something else. I'm sorry, and it's also worth Amari Cooper and a DPJ. That Nick Chubb, I promise you, when other teams are game planning against the Cleveland Browns, it goes Deshaun Watson. Okay, we got to figure out what we're going to do here. Myles Garrett. Okay, let's figure out there. And then Nick Chubb. And then everybody else is everybody else on the team after that, okay? But those are the 3 guys. If you key players, when they bring up the Browns, those 3 guys, that's it. That's the core. So, yeah, I would say we're really low on Nick Chubb for whatever reason this offseason. He only had, the second best year of his career last year. Like, I don't know what's going on.